standard deviation is equal to root of sigma pdx square. Correlation is covariance divided by standard deviation x, standard deviation y. Hello, my dear student. I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. I am going to hand Financial Management 4, that is called FM4, 6th semester, Unit 5, Session 4 of B.B.A. in favor of portfolio risk and return. What is actually portfolio? Diversification of your fund to different heads. Instead of putting all the things in one side, we'll differentiate one in government security, one in mutual fund, one in different shares of the company. So generally what we say that, no, don't put all the eggs in one basket. It's a failure for you. Don't put all the money in one security. You diversify the security. That's called your portfolio management. We'll move on to problem now. So there are two companies are there, returns of company A and B. Company A return their probability, company B returns their probability. So they want to find the expected return, standard deviation of each security, covariance and correlation. So first we find out the expected return, then standard deviation of each security. What is your expected return? Return into probability, whatever you got is expected, take the deviation, multiplication, covariance, P is equal to dx dy of that particular one. We'll move on to problem now. Solution. Company A returns. Returns are 6, 10, 12, 6, 10, 12. Probabilities are 0.3, 0.5, 0.2. You must see that in examination, the probability should be equal to 1. So 5 plus 3, 8 plus 1. Multiply R into P. 6 into 0.3 is 1.8. 6 into 0.3, 1.8. 10 into 0.5, 5. 12 into 0.2, 2.4. R into P, 6 into 0.3 is 1.8, 10 into 0.5, 0.5, 12 into 0.2 is 2.4, 1.8 plus 5 plus 2.4, 9.2. This is your expected return. So take the deviation dx. So 6 minus 9.2, 6 minus 9.2 minus 3.2, 10 minus 9.2, 0.8, 12 minus 9.2, 2.8, dx square, square of this, 3.2 into 3.2, 10.24, 0.8 into 0.8, 0.64, 2.8 into 2.8, 7.84, multiplied by P, pdx square, 10.24, 10.24 into 0.3, 3.072, 0.72, 0.64 into 0.5, 0.32, 7.84 into 0.2, 1.568. First one, 10.4. 10.24 into 0.3, 0.72, 3.072 plus 0.32 plus 1.568, 4.96. This is sigma PDX square. Standard deviation is equal to root of sigma PDX square root of 4.96 root of 4.96, 2.23%. This goes in favor of company A. Next, company B. Returns 8, 14, 8. 8, 14, 8. Probability 25.2, 0.5, 0.2, 0.5, 0.3. Multiply RPR 0.8 into 0.2, 1.6, 14 into 0.5, 7, 8 into 0.3, 2.4. Add the figure. It is 11. Totally it becomes 11. 1.6 plus 7 plus 2.4, 11. Expected return dy 8 minus 11 minus 3, 14 minus 11 is equal to 3, 8 minus 11 minus 3 dy square 9, 9, 9 p dy square. So 9 into 0.2, 1.8, 9 into 0.5, 4.5, 9 into 0.3, 2.7. Add the figure. This is 1.8 plus 4.5 plus 2.7 is equal to 9. So standard deviation of B, so this is called as y root of sigma p dy square root of 9, that's equal to 3. So if we find out standard deviation and mean is there, then covariance we have got probability 0.3, 0.5, 0.2, dx deviation of x minus 3.2, next 0.8, next 2.8, probability minus 3.2.8, then dy deviation of y minus 3, 3, minus 3, 3, minus 3, dx dy 3.2 into 3 minus into minus 9.6, then 3 into 0.8, 2.4, then plus into minus now, 3 into 2.8 into 3 minus 8.4 p dx by p into dx dy multiply 9.6 into 0.3, 2.88, 2.4 into 0.5, 1.2, 8.4 into 0.2 minus 1.68. So 2.88 plus 1.20 minus 1.68, 2.4 sigma is equal to 2.4. This is your covariance. Then correlation or covariance. Correlation is covariance divided by standard deviation x, standard deviation y is equal to 2.4 divided by, what is your standard deviation x? First one, A company 2.23 into 3. So this is equal to 2.4 divided by 2.23 into 3, 6.69. 2.4 divided by 6.69, 0.36. This is your correlation. Find out expected return standard of each security. See that R, P is there. Multiply R into P, 1.8, 5. This is 2.4. Add the figure. Expected return become 902. Take the division 6 minus 3.2, 0.8, 2.8. Square of this, dx square, multiplied by probability, p dx square, sigma p dx square, root of 4.962.23. Same thing goes to y. 8 2s are, this is 11. 8 minus 3 plus 3 minus 3 square of this 9 multiplied by probability 1.84.27. It becomes 9. Then sigma p dx root of 3 stays. This is 3%. Then you take the covariance probability dx dy dx dy dx into dy multiplied by p. So 3.3 is 9.6, this is 2.4, this is 2.4 multiplied by dx dy multiplied by probability 2.8, it will come 2.4 is the covariance. Correlation is equal to covariance 2.4 divided by 2. Standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. So it is 6 point, it will come 0.3x. So here, very simple, 15 marks question is there. Very simple, you have got company probability, returns of probability we have taken, you take this probability, expected return we have conducted the covariance, we find out the correlation, everything we have calculated, company A and company B, they have written. So, when the probability is called A, expected, no. So, ex post means without probability, ex ante means no, expected probability we have got. Then where you could not multiply, but don't put n here, don't put the n here, divided by n is not there, sigma p dx square only, sigma p dy, this belongs to A, this belongs to B. B company, A company. Same thing. This is a standard deviation of A, standard deviation of B, covariance. So P into dx dy is the covariance. Don't find out the standard deviation, multiply P into dx dy is the covariance. So what's the formula? Correlation is equal to covariance. Standard deviation X, standard deviation of Y, covariance is 2.4 divided by 6.69. So it will come 0.36. Hope you understand. Very simple problem, no complication is there. So we'll have another good problem in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next session.